What up, though, man? It's a great day to be a Detroit resident, man. We have the Lions finally winning, even though they lost last year and didn't make the playoffs. But we have the Lions finally winning and going to the playoffs consistently over the past couple years. The Red Wings, I thought they're a little bit better, but their 10th place not too bad. The Tigers, my boy Jay got the Tigers winning the World Series, so we know the Tigers lit. And then with Cade Cunningham come back, we might upset them boys, man. What you think? How you feel about being a Detroit resident, bro? What's man? You froze, dog? You good, man? You good? Like you like
Bro, don't ever start the show off like that. Talking about the Detroit Lions is a jinx. Them dudes ain't never won nothing. They ain't gonna never win nothing. They ain't about nothing. The most overhyped team in Detroit. I'm with you with the Tigers, even though Justin Verlander got rocked yesterday. He looked like shit, but I still got them winning the World Series. Pistons, that's my squad, man. I think we might be one shooter away, or excuse me, one secondary scorer away, but I still have confidence in them. Red Wings, it's a shame what happened. A couple injuries knocked us out, but don't ever start the show off talking about the Detroit Lions. You setting us up for failure. That organization fails, bro. And I don't even want that Hindu voodoo, whatever it is, over us, bro. So let's just act like you did not say the Lions been, bro. Stop.
And this is coming from the resident Dallas Cowboys fan, but that's another show for another day.
What up, championships do the Lions have?
What up, though?
How many championships do the Lions have? No, don't skip over. How many championships do the Lions have? I'm asking. How many Super Bowls have they been to?
What up, though? It's your boy, Mr. CEO. Okay. It's your boy, Jay. It's Beast Rhymes and Parlays, man. It's the Final Four show. And guess what, man? We just win, man. What up, though, man? How you feel about the tournament so far, man?
Tournament been going crazy, bro. Tournament's been going crazy, man. Like, I still can't believe Duke lost. You know, that was crazy. My man Dan Hurley out here, you know what I mean? Been to the 3 out of the last Final Fours, kind of like how the Cowboys did the Super Bowl back in the 90s, bro. But I'm just saying, we got the national championship on Saturday, which is Michigan versus Arizona. I think the team that wins that probably wins it all. UConn versus Illinois is gonna be an interesting game because Illinois got a lot of talent, but UConn got the better head coach. Yeah. So I'm interested in it. It's been fun. There's been a lot of upsets. I don't think nobody on their bracket had Illinois. No. I'm sure a couple of people might have picked UConn on some strange stuff, but everybody else probably had Michigan, Arizona. And the thing about Michigan that I'm impressed with is the way they dismantled Tennessee was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Now, I can't believe Tennessee. I don't want to say I can't believe. I had Iowa State beating Tennessee, but Tennessee beat them handily.
Yeah.
And Michigan damn near mercied them boys. So they did mercy them. So it was interesting, man. But I can't wait for Final Four, bro. We got an exciting weekend. We got some UFC coming. Deontay Wilder probably gonna get knocked out this weekend, bro. Happy Easter, happy Good Friday. It's opening day in the D. Let's get after it.
And guess who had Michigan minus 9.5? Not once. They gave me a little bit of limit. I bet them twice my 9.5, man. So let's go. Illinois is minus 2.5 versus UConn over under 139.5, man. I know you were talking about this a little bit. What you think?
I'm gonna go UConn, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna go UConn, and the reason I'm gonna go UConn is they have the experience, they have the better head coach. Magical things are happening with them. Yeah. I have never seen a team blow a 20-point lead and still win the game. Yeah. They were dead to rights at Duke, bro. Yeah. And Boozer, the shorter Boozer twin, made a stupid pass. We see it every year, March Madness. Somebody always throw that wild ass pass. But for my man to hit it from the logo is crazy, bro. Because if you watch it, when the pass got tipped, he passed it to 11. That's the dude who was hitting the threes. And they stepped up on him like, oh, no, it ain't going to be you. He threw it back to my man, Braylon, and he just launched it. A half-court shot, bro. So it's magical things going on with UConn. The coach, just even everything around it. Like, you see the video of his mom in there yelling holy shit and all that. Have you seen the video of his mom going crazy in the stands? It wasn't just him losing his mind. Yeah. His mama. We talk about like probably a lady that's 80.
Okay.
Just going crazy in the stands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it cuts from Carlos Boozer losing his mind to her losing her mind. Then you see Dan and Hurley, bro. We just got to talk about it. The swag, jacket half off, walked up to the ref, nose to nose, like you can't stop me. Didn't even say nothing. Didn't get a check or nothing. Just let him know, like, you've been calling BS the whole game and you still couldn't get me up out of here.
Yeah.
UConn going to the championship, bro. And it's gonna be a game, bro. Who you got?
So this one is tough because UConn do have the coach. And it's crazy because this is the same way when Duke played UConn. I was like, I think Duke got the better team, but UConn got the better coach by a mile. And I'm really down on Shire, so I think they got 2 miles on him. I don't know much about this Illinois coach because he haven't been this far very often, so we don't know how he's going to coach. I know coaching comes into a factor when you get down to that Elite Eight and the Final Four. I power rate Illinois better. So it's out of the top 9 teams. Well, the Final 4 teams is here right now, and we're gonna go analytics a little bit. We're gonna go KenPom. Michigan's number 1. Arizona's number 2. Illinois is overall rated number 4, and Connecticut is rated number 9. So KenPom CEO Analytics has Connecticut with a 4 or 5, range difference from these teams. So even though people didn't think Illinois should make it this far, and I'm not going to even say they should have made it this far, CEO Analytics says Illinois should be here. These 3 teams should be here. UConn's out. But like you said, that coaching has them a little bit closer. These overseas boys, man, I think you sent me something the other day when dude was complaining about them getting these overseas boys. I think these overseas boys are grown up. They are tall. They rebound. One thing Illinois do I like is they don't foul. Illinois is top 25 in defense without fouling. They're one of the least teams who foul the least in the country. That is pretty. And so if you're going to give me this one right now, I'm going to go with my power ratings. And I'm going to say Illinois. I think Illinois is just on the roll right now. I think they're going to be able to DM. I don't think UConn got the talent Illinois got. I don't think UConn can shoot the way Illinois can shoot. I think I'm going to take Illinois covering that 2.5.
I mean, they beat Iowa. Yeah, they're great, bro.
Well, forget Iowa.
They're done. They done, bro. It's UConn.
I'm impressed with them beating Houston. They was up by 20 versus Houston. That was impressive to me because you was on Houston pretty heavy. You was on Houston heavy.
No. Let's slow that down. I thought Houston should be able to beat them. Now, there's one thing about Houston that I say Houston plays defense. We didn't get into the other side. Houston don't score like that. Houston goes through slumps, and Illinois really doesn't. I think UConn can shut that. I think UConn can shut them down. Well, I don't want to say shut them down. They're going to score 8 points. But I think UConn got the grit and the heart to stay with them, keep it close. And if it's a close game going down the stretch, I trust UConn to execute better.
No, I agree with you. If it's a close game, I trust them to execute better. So far my analytics been working this tournament. They've been working. And so I'm just gonna stick with it this game. I'm not gonna fade away from it now. I didn't touch the Duke game just because I don't like that coach, so I wasn't gonna touch that game. But I'm not off this coach yet. It's still early, with this coach, so I'm not gonna use that. And so I'm just gonna stick with what's been working for me. And analytically, matchup wise, and everything, man, I think Illinois is the better team, man. And it's only a 2.5 point spread, not 4.5, 5.5 like these previous games.
And one thing I want to say before we go to the other game, and we can get into this later. The John Shire slander. Is he the greatest coach of all time? I'm not saying yes or no. That shit could have happened to anybody. Nobody told Boozer to do that dumbass shit. All he had to do was hold the ball. These kids panicked. It's a 19-year-old kid that panicked, bro. But the coach got to take the blame. He got to fall on his shield.
So my only argument...
He didn't even have time to call a timeout. This dude literally just jumped in the air like he was high and did like a hook shot. Like, what? I don't even know. Bro, like, in
my only argument is that being up by 19 points to start the second half, it should not have been that close. That's my only argument. Why do you give up that 19-point lead? Michigan could take a 19-point lead.
It was missed free throws.
Michigan take a 19-point lead, and that boy go to 30. Arizona, you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is Arizona keep that lead. It's just all I'm saying is for one, like I said, the talent that he's had the last 2 years, I think he should have got more out of. But like I said, that's a whole nother show for another day. We can jump. You can go ahead.
We can go. And I'm not even going to talk about him. One other thing about Duke that I feel like people kind of think they're better than what they are. When you watch the game, I was talking to somebody at work. Like you don't hear Cam Boozer, I mean, he's gonna go in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch him, he's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing he does spectacular. Like if they need a bucket, he just goes to bully ball and just runs to the
Yeah.
rim with his shoulder down and
Yeah.
throws up a layer. That shit ain't
Yeah.
working in the pros. Like he doesn't. They don't have a guy that really, except for that one guy who hit them threes. Who was that against St. John's? Last game, he
Yeah.
didn't give him nothing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I kind of look at it like, it feels like Duke has more talent, but they really aren't as talented as we giving them credit for, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Especially this year, especially that little Boozer, bro. Like if you watch him play, if his last name was not Boozer, I'm not sure he's starting for Duke, bro.
No, you might be right. Now, another thing too, I do give them props is them beat Michigan this year. That was that. So, I wouldn't, this, that, and Duke. I was on your side, maybe not who, but when they beat Michigan, that I raised them up on my power ranks when they beat Michigan. And I thought that was pretty impressive. We got Michigan a 1.5-point favorite versus Arizona over under 157.5. Man, what you think about this one?
Man, it's gonna be a close game. I mean, Michigan tough, bro. When they put it all together, bro. Like when
Mm-hmm.
they clicking on all cylinders,
Mm-hmm.
they're the best team in the country.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem with these dudes is there's always a game when they just not clicking and they playing
Yeah.
around and
Yeah.
all of a sudden they down 10 and they turn it on and they usually catch up and go past me. Like even that Alabama game is the only reason I have any like caution on Michigan.
Okay.
They was down at Alabama
Yeah.
for a long
They
time.
got down
And then
quick.
they fell into their game. They start shooting threes, and I'm like, bro, y'all way bigger than them. You should have dominated Alabama the way they did Tennessee. But you're not gonna be able to fall down to Arizona like that, bro, and come back. If you fall down to Arizona and you give them like a 10, 15 point lead, you in trouble, bro.
Yeah.
And with that being said, man, with Michigan being so up and down, I'm taking Arizona.
Okay. Okay. So this is the number one Kim Palm team versus the number two Kim Palm team. Michigan has the better strength of schedule by a little bit. I don't think it's a lot. Michigan's strength of schedule offensive team faces number 4. Defensive they faces is number I think 4 also. Arizona's strength of schedule offensive rating faces 13 and defensive rating face is 11. So I think Michigan a little bit stronger because they're close on the rating, but their strength of schedule, Michigan beats it by 10 points or something like that. So I like the strength of schedule matchup. One thing I noticed about Arizona is the way Arizona beats you is rebounding the basketball. They beat you by shooting 2-pointers and beating you down low. Arizona is one of the least 3-point shooting teams in the country. You know the way you beat Michigan? You beat them by shooting 3-pointers. Michigan is so big, you're not gonna out rebound them dominate on the glass. You're not gonna go to the lane and get a whole bunch of layups. You're not gonna get a whole bunch of teardrops. And I was talking to my bro the other day. He mentioned it because he was asking about this game. And if you put this in a football sense, Arizona's strength is 2-pointers and down low. Michigan's strength is defending down low and defending 2-pointers. So this is like in football, you got a team who's elite against who's elite running the ball, but they're about to play an elite defense of stopping the run. And Michigan is that elite defense who stopped the run. And that changes things because now you got to go into a game you're not used to playing, and now you out here passing. You see what I'm saying? And now you Carson Beck or somebody throwing interceptions because you're not used to passing. You're used to leaning against the run. So now I think this game is going to force Arizona to play different. I think it's going to force them to shoot outside, something they ain't been doing. I'm not saying they can't do it great, but that's something they're not used to doing. They got to change their game, I think, against Michigan. I think Michigan has a decent matchup against them. I think they're deep enough to where I don't think they're going to get down versus Arizona. But I think that mismatch is going to cause Michigan to take this one. I think Michigan wins this one. I think they cover that 1.5. I like Michigan in this game.
I'm not mad at that because it's gonna come down to two things, man, or one thing, and I just want to bring this up. Like you said, Michigan's strength is defending down low, and their strength is going down low, which creates one thing. This is gonna be the grand tie or the grand tie breaker. Foul trouble, bro. I just saw that tall dude. He was in foul trouble 2 minutes into the game against Tennessee, and Tennessee don't have half the down low presence Arizona has, man. And them boys from Arizona gonna keep coming to the rack. Yep. If he stays out of foul trouble, I can see everything you say coming true, bro. Like just being honest with you.
Yeah.
But if he get in foul trouble,
you're right.
That's the key. That to me is the key. And the other thing about Arizona, like you said, they rebound catch. They got when I was watching them, man, like against Arkansas got some tall, athletic people, man.
Mm-hmm.
But Arizona got like bruisers, like people they
Yeah,
get the rebound, drop step, they dunking it, like you know what
yeah,
I'm saying. It ain't gonna be none of this in the lane. They coming down there trying to dunk you through the rim. So it's gonna be interesting, man. This is the game right here. So
yeah.
I say it's a 50-50 game, but I'm not mad at Michigan versus Arizona at all. Or excuse me, I'm not mad at because you got what Michigan versus Illinois. I got Arizona versus UConn. Um, I think, damn, Arizona ain't won since what, 97?
Yeah, so let's get to that. If Arizona plays UConn, who you got? Arizona gonna be favored, and they're gonna be favored. So Michigan is favored
I
Arizona.
got UConn.
Hold on, just real quick. I'm just trying to go over this real quick on top of my head. This is the math. I'm doing the Vegas math, y'all. Michigan is favored over Arizona by 1.5. Michigan will probably be favored over Illinois by about 5.5, like the Duke spread versus UConn. So Arizona probably be a 3.5, 4 point favorite, maybe even 5, depending. You know what I'm saying? So you taking the points if it's about Arizona
Yeah,
minus 5
I'm gonna say UConn, bro, because
to win
three.
too. When I right or just to cover?
Yeah, man, because until I only because and honestly, I probably shouldn't even take Arizona because they said nobody that on that side of what on that
Since
side of the Mississippi
Arizona,
River since '97.
when Arizona won it last.
Yeah, man. So shit, that's 29 years ago. So where I'm at now, man, I think Arizona's the best team, but history says they wouldn't win. So if it's Arizona versus UConn, I'm gonna take UConn.
Okay. Now on my side, it's gonna sound weird because I told you I think Michigan and Arizona's the two best teams in the country by a decent margin. If Michigan play Illinois, like I said, they're gonna be a favorite, about 6 points, 5, 6 points probably. What I'm gonna say is this: I would pick Michigan to win. But Illinois, you know how I said Arizona's not set up to really beat Michigan the way they play?
Mhm.
Illinois is set up to play against Michigan. The way you beat Michigan is over the top. Illinois have shooters all around over the top. By Illinois being tall, they're not going to get dominated on the glass. And we know one team that don't foul is Illinois. And so if any team is built to upset Michigan, it will be Illinois. But I definitely would take Michigan to win and take cut them nets down. All right, now we're gonna go on to the topic he's been waiting for all day long. Bring it. I'm ready, bro.
This man was over here yelling at me about Tom Izzo being better than Dan Hurley. That's crazy. Tom Izzo might be better than Bobby Hurley, but he's not better than Dan Hurley. Dan Hurley, 3 out of the last 4 years, Final Four, bro. 2 national championships. Tom Izzo, in 30 years, 1 national championship, 1 Elite Eight in the last 10 years. I think his last Final Four was 2010. But you team tell me, oh, he overachieved. He's such a good coach. Da, da, da. He's tier 2 on the GOAT list. Tier 1 will be like Krzyzewski, Hurley, Roy Williams, Dean Smith. You can make an argument for like Bill Self, because I know he got a couple out there in Kansas. Patino, all of these guys clear Izzo. Because in my book, what I was saying before, and I have to use my words carefully. He's
Mhm.
not a coward, but he does a special blend of coaching. Does he get more out of less? Yes, but he recruits that way. He
Yeah.
never swings for the fences to get these top recruits. A cuff down there in Arkansas. He is from Detroit, Michigan. Why is he not at Michigan State?
You're right. He don't recruit the
No,
same
no, no.
way.
Now, Dusty May at Michigan does not recruit like that, bro. He just paying. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we
Yeah.
getting people out the portal, we pay. So
Yeah.
I don't hold that against him. Izzo, homegrown talent. You let a guy that's going to be a top 5 pick in the NBA just go out there. So now, when you're in this game
Mhm.
losing with a point guard that just can't hit a layup, bro, just can't hit
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Who is supposed to be Darius? I say his name wrong. I want to say a Koof because that's how it looks, but it's a
It's
cuff.
A cuff. Yeah.
It's a cuff or whatever. No,
Yeah.
no, it's a cuff.
A cuff.
I've heard him pronounce it different ways.
I
He's
got
the one who should be the point guard at Michigan State. But
you. Yeah.
Tom Izzo does this time after time. And he gets praised for making a Sweet 16. How if Mike Krzyzewski just made a bunch of Sweet 16s, he wouldn't have a video game named after him. He wouldn't, all this stuff wouldn't happen. They would get crucified. He doesn't get crucified because he likes to build recruits. He likes to go recruit a 7-foot center that can jump 5 inches off the ground, getting his dunk blocked out there looking crazy. Or he'll go get a hell of an athlete. What's my man's name? Cohen. He ain't no better than when he stepped there. He can still touch the top of the backboard. 3-ball still broke. Handle still kind of broke. Where he can show his flashes. Where's the development there? And then he always goes and gets a little small, non-athletic point guard that can score in a weird way. The Cassius Winstons. What's my man's name that's out there in Detroit terrorizing people? I think he in prison. What is it? Keith Applin. All of these weirdos, bro. He never go get the real people. So he always gets grace from everybody. Like, oh, he's doing better than he's supposed to. Nah, enough of that, bro. Go get the talent. Let's see what you do with the talent. Because I guarantee you, if you are truly a Michigan State fan right now, you would rather be a Michigan fan. Even though Dusty May is paying his players. They want Izzo to hit the portal instead of going to get somebody who should be hooping at Eastern Michigan. Boy, I tell you, bro. And for you to say that he was better than Dan Hurley, that was crazy.
So
crazy work.
To start the argument, for one, I said in this short sample size, how long has Dan Hurley been coaching?
He's been at UConn 6 years. Before that, he was at some small. We looked this shit up today. He was at some small school. He got out the first round twice. So
we're gonna just talk big schools. We're not gonna talk about the small schools.
Okay.
So he's been in big schools 6 years. So to start the argument last week, I said over this short sample size, you trying to tell me he's better than him?
Yes.
No. So my thing is, for one, yes, he recruits less. That is harder to do. What I was trying to tell you, if you take any coach in the world right now, take the top 15 coaches right now in college, and go tell them to go, you can only recruit 3-star players and see how good you're gonna do. 14 out of them 15 coaches are gonna be fired in 3 years. The only person who'll be still coaching is your boy Izzo. So what I'm saying is, all I was saying is I know he hurting himself by doing it, but he's taking a riskier chance with his job that he has to pay his bills for and live with, to go and get these players and overachieve with them, and he's pretty consistent with them. Now, granted, I'm gonna give you your argument too, though. It's been 6 years versus what, almost 30 years. Now,
and talk to me. More.
Talk. All I'm saying is, talk to me in year 25, year 30, because sometimes people go on these short, quick runs, get a couple of chips, do this, and all of a sudden they lose it and they out. So that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying, I cannot give him that over a 6-year period, over what he's been doing for 30 years.
Who has done that in college? Just came in, lit the world up, and just fell all the way off. Even if let's say if he gets bounced out of the tournament in the first 2 rounds for the next 30 years, he still accomplished more than Izzo. If we look at his accomplishment, he went back to back. Izzo's never going back to back, bro.
But
he's got 2 chips. Izzo probably won't get another chip.
So Izzo has one less championship, but the 2 teams he won the championships with was way better than these Izzo teams, way better talent-wise. They was way better. I watched UConn, and you didn't win a championship. I think the second year or one of the years, I told you, I said this team shouldn't be on the court with these other college players. They were like Michigan right now. That's how UConn looked them 2 years that they won the championships. It looked like Michigan look right now when Michigan bought all the players. So you comparing a 5-star team to a 3-star team, and of course the 5-star team gonna win the championship more than the team who gonna win 3 stars. But right now, 30 years to 6 years, I got a 5-star team with 2 championships, and I got a 3-star coach with 1 championship, only 1 less. And so in 30 years, if he lose out, he only got 1 more championship than he got, but he had a 5-star team for 30 years, and he had 3-star. No, I'm still taking a 3-star team. Now, when Dan Hurley with these better teams start winning, if he could accomplish more, I just want to see him later on. Now, I just can't give him that crown over 6 years, because he only got 1 more.
Okay, so let's say
he got a way better team.
If they win it this year, that will be 3 chips in 6 years.
Listen, I'm gonna put it to you like this: if they win, you won. If they win the championship this year, you won. I give it to you.
Because him getting to the Final Four should be kind of like.
I'm telling you, I already told you.
4 years.
Listen, I told you. I'm with you. I told you I'm not really big on this UConn team. If he win a championship this year, you won, hands down. No more argument for me. I'm done. We'll just conversation will never come up again.
The last thing I'm gonna say to you is, because this is what your argument sounds like to me. Me and you play Madden, right? You pick the Ravens with Lamar Jackson, and you going crazy. Every time I play you, I pick the I take the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I may only lose by 14 points, or I may take you to overtime. And I'm sitting here like, damn, I was that close with a less talented team. Does that make me better at Madden than you? When you are winning the game.
No, if I'm playing Madden versus you, and I got a team that's in the 90s, you got a team in the 60s, and you almost beat me every time. Yes, you're that person better than me, because if you flip the script, you're gonna get blown out. If I get the Ravens and you got the damn Raiders, and I'm barely beating you. When you get the Ravens, if I flip the teams, you're gonna beat me by 30. So yes, you're the better team, and you're better at Madden than I am.
Then why am I losing?
Because you got this.
See, that's what this is the argument people making for Izzo. He keeps it close. The argument, you play to win the game, bro. At the end of the day, you play to win the game.
No, hold on,
man. The way he's talked about out here in the state of Michigan, that man need to have 2 chips. Like, I've seen Rick Pitino go all these other places. He done won a couple. I done seen Bill Self has multiple chips. They don't even talk about him like that, bro.
You made the point. You made the point perfect. If I got the 96 overall team on the game, and you got a 65 team on the game,
a team that's in the 70s.
Yes, and I'm beating you by 1 touchdown and going overtime every game, you are better than me at that game.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because I'm not winning the game. I'm losing the game.
Listen, in that case, if I switch and I pick the Ravens,
okay, so
you will blow me out.
What you're saying is to beat you. So for me to beat you, I should pick a better team. Period. It's the same thing with Izzo. He just has to pick a better team.
But I'm not knocking.
If he's really this good, but between me and you, I think he's scared, because if he gets a better team and starts failing, then he got to get up out of Michigan State. He can't. If he had a team full of 5-star recruits and they go out like this, man, you hear the radio out here. You see the way they talk about him. They say it's January, February, Izzo. Like, the month of March is Izzo. The numbers do not support that. But again, he's running around with Jackson Collier. Who is that, bro? I see people get on the court for Michigan State, bro. I'm like, man, what?
Michigan State.
He should be at Western Michigan, bro.
Izzo, with the teams Izzo have, he should not have a championship for one. And he should not be with the teams that he recruits. He should probably most coaches not gonna have a championship. It's coaches who have better talent who ain't got championships.
That team he had, the Flintstones, bro. They was the best team in the country, bro. Mateen didn't turn into nothing in the pros. I get that. But Morris Peterson, bro.
I remember Peterson.
Charlie Bell was balling. Jason Richardson was coming off the bench. That team was supposed to win the championship. That was his 5-star recruit.
That was his 5-star, yeah.
Simpson, ass. A double pack of ass.
He ain't been ass.
Ass. Bozo the Clown and his stooges come out there. And they trick Michigan State. And you see all these Michigan State alumni screaming and stuff like that. And they know what's going to happen. Once you get to the Sweet 16,
you're right. They had some. That was a while back, man. You aging me, man. They did have a squad.
They had a squad.
Yeah, I forgot all about them. So they did that. So he did have that team, that 5-star team.
And one of his Final Fours was with Jason Richardson when he was coming into his own. I think Morris Peterson and them left. And people keep forgetting this. Like, and this is the thing about the NBA that I feel like people forget. Jason Richardson has had 50-point games in the NBA. Like, Jason Richardson was a top tier 2 guard in the NBA. This guy is not a bum. Won a dunk contest. He's going crazy. So he had a player like that. He had Zach Randolph. Zach Randolph might be a Hall of Famer if you just look at his numbers and everything he's done. He's had players. He's just never put it all together. And then after that, I think it was Randolph who left that after his freshman year, and he was like, he's never doing that shit.
He's never doing it again. No, you're right. You're right. Like I said, all I say is his strength of the strength of schedule, as we say, is pretty difficult with Izzo by recruiting like that. He does it to himself, yes, but to be that consistent with those teams he's taking a chance, I think, every year, and then to do it for like 30 years. But like I said, I would just give it to you. We can end it right now because we'd be going forever, and we gotta get on.
But do you think he believes he can win a championship again, or do you think he knows deep down in his heart he's never winning?
I think he believes. Yeah, I don't. I think as a coach, I think you gotta believe that. But I don't know.
Do you think he really believes it?
Not with the players. Not with the players he got. Not with the players.
I don't think he does. I think he thinks like, I can coach these guys up and get maximum value out of them. I believe that wholeheartedly. But I think he knows that ceiling is low. Like, even if they if they beat UConn, bro, they don't beat Duke. They don't beat that team. Don't beat
No.
Duke.
No.
And if they get past Duke, they don't beat Illinois. I'm not sure they beat Iowa. The way that the one dude was playing, number 14, Frankfurt or whatever his name was playing, I think he would have ran Rumpshire on them dudes, bro. It would have been bad. And that's the problem. And I was talking to my homeboy Manny, bro. Cause he make fun of him too, but he a big Michigan State fan. Why? I just have never seen a guy who wants his offense ran by the most non-athletic guards. Like he get guys that they would kill cats at Lifetime Fitness or LA Fitness, but these guys ain't for the national stage. And I get it. Like you talk about, I make fun of Cassius Winston. Where is he? Like that dude was a crafty scorer, but in the NBA he couldn't.
No, he does.
He got drafted, but I'm sure he's overseas somewhere doing well. But he can't. These guys can't play in the NBA. Why are you trying to win college games with guys who? Now, if he was in the MAC, he might average 30 points a game, but it's just weird to me. If your point guard can't dunk on the fast break, bro, what are you doing out here in today's?
So we're gonna end it like this, man. Like I said a minute ago, if Dan Hurley wins the championship this year, you won.
No, I won regardless. We ain't ending it like this. This is how we ending it. You know you're wrong. Period.
No more conversation.
He got more chips. He got
no more conversation.
This decade. You living in the past.
He made it strong.
You know what? I'm starting to see this in you. You like the Lions.
Oh, you like overachievers. You know Lions.
You're starting this You like people who overachieve. You like overachieving losers. That's what you like.
You know in your
overachieving losers.
Like the Lions. I don't have. I do not like the Lions.
Bro, you be at tailgates for them. Overachieving losers.
Yeah, because my wife a Lions fan.
Michigan State.
That's what you do. That's what you do. My wife a Lions fan, so yes, I go to tailgate.
No, bad business venture.
No,
that's all that is. That's bad business.
Go to tailgate with my wife.
No, not that. I'm talking about investing in the Lions.
That's why I'm there.
Investing in the Lions and Michigan State is bad business.
I don't invest in any of them. That's
just like investing in a bar that's getting shut down.
Listen, that's why I'm so good at sports betting, because I don't have any teams I like. Now, Indiana Pacers is the only team that I still hang on to. And their trash this year, we know what happened. Oh boy, got hurt. It's a whole nother story. But I stay neutral, and I don't like any teams. I ain't against any teams. I don't like any coaches. I'm not against any coaches. I want the numbers. It's CEO analytics and it's CEO notes. That's what I live by, man. Make sure y'all check us out, man, on Beats, Rhymes, and Parlays on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. Make sure y'all catch us out. We're going to be doing live streams, man, on J Page. What's your page again on TikTok?
At J-Bays World on TikTok, or excuse me, at J-Bays World.
So make sure y'all check out at J-Bays World. We're going to be doing reaction shows after the UFC fights. We'll probably do some reaction shows maybe after the Final Four. But y'all going to see us a lot more on lives, man. We be getting at it like this all the time. And guess what we want, though, all the time, no matter what? What we want, Jay?
Dan Hurley's better than Tom Izzo. That's what we want. I'm out.
We want that smoke, man. He left the screen, man, but we want that smoke, man. We the GMB boys, man. And we just win different, man. Peace.